Hello channel, this is Vincent with Vincent's Gaming, coming to you with an attempt to show you the StrangleHeart Strangle armor and a Bloodied pepper shaker. So we're gonna put the StrangleHeart power armor down here. You can see it in action. This is a request from one of the viewers. So here we go, this is what it looks like. Just to give you a full rundown here, I'm using the Auto Stim Jetpack StrangleHeart, which automatically uses a Stim pack when hit while health is 25% or less, once every 60 seconds. The reason I am doing this is because I'm running a Bloodied build, and hopefully this will help me stay alive longer. This particular one also adds Charisma, and Stim packs right away and Radix are 5% more effective. Also using the Auto Stim StrangleHeart left arm, which is +1 luck, and again automatically uses a Stim pack. Now these do not stack, this just happens to be what I rolled, and I haven't rolled new ones because rolling new StrangleHeart armor is kind of difficult because you need the vault steel. And then 75% chance to reduce damage by 15% chance while standing still. Again, it's a great roll for a Bloodied build. StrangleHeart helmet, which is just the standard helmet, prevents the damage and disease from airborne and waterborne hazards and adds acid damage to all armed attacks. We don't care about the acid damage. Well, the reason we're running the StrangleHeart build is because of the extra radiation resistance. So, moving on down to the calibrated StrangleHeart legs, arm. Sorry, no, this is the left leg. Intelligence breaks 50% slower, and this is great for me for the legs because for some reason my legs break all the time. I'm not sure why. It's just a problem I have with the game. And grants up to 35% energy resistance and damage resistance the higher your health. Now this is obviously a terrible roll for a Bloodied build, but again I haven't re-rolled it because re-rolling the StrangleHeart stuff is kind of difficult. Right arm is weapon weights reduced by 20%, grants up to 35% energy resistance and damage resistance the higher your health, and 25 cryo resistance. Again, this is actually kind of a terrible roll because of the damage resistance is useless, and there's not too much stuff out in the wild that does ice damage or cryo damage. So, and then the last one here is the right leg, which is reduces damage while blocking by 15%, +1 endurance, and -15 damage from scorched. Now let's go ahead and climb in. Alright, I'm going to do a quick roll call roundup here. View. Turn my lights on. And do it again. And you can see the light is coming out of the helmet right there. Actually, let's move somewhere where we're not in quite so much shadow. There we go. That looks a lot better. Okay, now you get the full effect of at least the front of the armor. We'll turn around here. And actually still got quite a lot of shadow. I just cannot get a good... That's the best we can do because of the jetpack. So, anyway. Alright, so weapons we are going to use, because I'm running a Bloodied build here, even though I'm not quite all the way bloodied. A Bloodied pepper shaker, Now I've got one built up here. The Bloody Tactical Pepper Shaker. You can see I've got the dual barrel on it, the laser magazine, the gunner sight. And this particular one, 90% reduced weight, bloodied of course, and plus 50% VATS hit chance. We don't use VATS, so this is just to show you the difference between bloodied for this gun and bloodied for the Gauss minigun. So total damage is 176 right now. Again, I'm not fully bloodied, so that'll go up just a tiny bit. And 28 electrical damage because of the laser magazine. So we'll go down to the Bloodied Tesla capacitor Gauss minigun, which is what I'm currently wielding. Damage resistance while aiming for this one, damage increases while health increases, and damage while aiming. So in this particular case, we'll just not aim at stuff, and then you won't notice a damage difference based on that particular legendary effect. Tri-barrel, the Tesla coil capacitor, and gunner sights. 152 damage per round in this one, and 16 electrical damage. So you can see here the magazine size is 625, and for the pepper shaker the magazine size is 50. Alright, so now we need to find some stuff to fight. So we're just going to go over to Huntsville here. Or well, let's go to West Tek. Let's go to West Tek. And you're currently seeing the Wavy Willards Water Park picture. That you have to take that picture for the camera quest once you get the camera. And the person that was taking the pictures for postcards has a list of stuff that they're asking you to still do. Alright, now before we start fighting stuff, I'm going to go through and fix my perks, and I'm going to talk to you guys about the perks that I'm using and why I'm using those perks. Obviously, because we're going to fight where you don't want to use Hard Bargain, we want to use something like Tenderizer. So we're going to use Tenderizer, which makes your target receive 10% more damage for 10 seconds after you attack. Strange in numbers. Positive mutation effects are stronger if teammates are mutated too. I always use that one. I'm not currently in a team, but a bunch of stuff that you don't need for a Bloodied build. These are actually all for my Junkies build. Nerd Rage you should use for a Bloodied build, and Adrenaline you should use for a Bloodied build. Bloody Mess, of course, one gun army if you're using a heavy gun, which we are using 2 heavy guns for this test. And Luck of the Draw, I think you should run with that all the time, but especially for a heavy gun because of how much you're shooting. Class Freak again, negative effects or mutations are reduced, always good, so you just get more mutations. And then the Expert Heavy Gunner, Expert Shotgunner, Master Shotgunner, Master Heavy Gunner, Bear Arms because this crap's heavy, Traveling Pharmacy, and Strong Back. Now, give me just a second here. The big change is this is 50% for the pepper shaker. If you take all the shotgunner stuff off and you just put the heavy gunner stuff on, Expert Heavy Gunner, alright, let's take, we're going to be super heavy for a second here. There we go. Okay. Okay, so what I did here is I switched out the smorgasbord of heavy gunner and shotgunner to just show heavy gunner, which is 20, 20, and 20. So this is the maximum of 60. And as you can see, the Bloodied Pepper Shaker is now at 182. And the minigun is at 169. Alright, so 182 and 29, 169 and 18. The reason for this is because the pepper shaker gets modded by both the heavy gunner and the shotgunner, so it doesn't matter which one you take. And the Gauss minigun only gets modded by the one. So let's go ahead and go super heavy duty here. I'm going to be really crazy heavy, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the shotgunner stuff back in real quick. Alright. Just to show you guys what this looks like. There we go. Alright, now what you see is I've got 3 ranks of expert heavy gunner, 3 ranks of heavy gunner, 3 ranks of master heavy gunner, 1 rank of expert shotgunner, 3 ranks of master shotgunner, and 2 ranks of shotgunner. Alright, so this is maximum damage for this thing. And what we got is 209 damage, ballistic damage, and 34 electrical damage. And my Tesla, Bloodied Tesla capacitor Gauss minigun is still at 169 over 18. Okay, so I am super heavy. But let's go shoot some stuff real quick, just so you guys get a idea. Alright, now this is taking a lot more rounds than I expected, honestly. And let's see here. Alright, so that was 12 for that one. And you can see we've got some rubber banding going on here. So now we're down to 20, so that's a total of 30, so that was 18 for that one. And 12 for that one. It says it was a legendary enemy, but I'm not sure that it was a legendary enemy. Alright, so we were at 27. So that would have been 23 total. The first one was 12, the second one was 11. You see Nerd Rage kicking in there. That one was only 9. Let's see who else we can take out here. Alright, we're down to 24. And I'm dead. Because of the whole running a bloodied build thing. Also partially because I'm busy talking to you guys instead of paying attention to the screen. Alright. Now, well, obviously one of the main problems with running this build is the rubber banding. There's a couple of different ways to deal with that. A lot of people just use that. I'm kind of ignoring it for this presentation mostly because I don't really like VATs and heavy weapons. They just don't seem like they're good fits to me. We did kill a legendary, basically in the same amount of shots as a regular one. So that's got that going for it. Let's see how few shots we can get this guy in. Let's try it with VATs. And we killed him Well, we killed the legendary in 22 shots. So, I mean, it's hard to argue with that. This is why a lot of people run bloodied builds, honestly, is because you just do stupid amounts of damage. So, I mean, we were able to kill him fast enough that he didn't even respawn his health while we were shooting at him. So, we're gonna take some of the shotgunner stuff off here real quick because I am super heavy, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch over to my personal favorite gun here, and that should, I was hoping that would get us down underweight. It did not. Alright, it really should have though. Not sure why I didn't. So that will just have to carry on. Alright, something that's not a super mutant. 3 rounds for the turret. Okay. Alright, we're gonna switch to the Bloodied capacitor Tesla minigun here. Go inside the West Tek Research Center and shoot us some more super mutants. Now again, this particular gun actually does less damage because it's got less perk mods, okay? So what we should expect is this to take more rounds. Not necessarily longer to kill. But just more ammo in general. Alright. Okay, we started with 625 and that took 13 rounds. Alright, we are down to 607. So, not sure how many rounds that is. Let me kill some of these people here real quick. And you already see in my opinion, why this is a better weapon, because not having to reload, was able to clear the room. That's pretty much it. Now granted, I'm down to 555 rounds, which would have been 2 reloads and change on the other gun. But it's not like I'm not chewing through these guys. I am chewing through these guys. $481 rounds, and as you notice here, yep, I was right. We managed to take out a legendary with this gun just as easy, just as fast. No muss, no fuss. Guy's just as dead. So, there you go. That is the Bloodied Pepper Shaker versus the Bloodied Gauss minigun. And we're just gonna walk right on out of here. So, the big problem with a Bloodied Pepper Shaker, in my opinion, is it's ludicrously small clip size. I mean, 50 rounds for a heavy gun is just ridiculous. Again, in my opinion. So, do you need 50 rounds for one monster? No. Do you need 50 rounds to clear the whole room? You probably do, just because the beam's not a tight. Hey, look. We're gonna just shoot at this wall here real quick. If you look, you can see it's a fairly tight beam. Not super tight, but you got 5 rounds downrange, 5 holes. Alright, we're gonna move over here a little bit. And now, because we were actually aiming, it's a lot tighter. So let's switch to the Bloodied Pepper Shaker, and we're just gonna aim above where we aimed before. Alright. Rounds downrange. And you can see it's a much bigger spread, much wider spread. Not a tight beam at all. We're gonna aim again just a bit above where we aimed before. It's a tighter spread than not aiming, but compared to the Gauss minigun spread, it's just ridiculous. So there you go. That is the Bloodied Pepper Shaker versus the Bloodied Gauss minigun. So hopefully you guys found this informative. Hopefully you guys like this content. Hopefully you guys like and subscribe to help out the channel. And we will see you guys later. Thanks, guys.